Hey guys, something a little different here, but the amount of people who reached out to me about this trailer here, I'm actually quite surprised. Some of you even went to the extent of going on my Instagram, which thank you. I would suggest in future, if you want to reach out to me, don't really read or respond to outside business messages on Instagram. Now, the reason most of you were messaging me is because of Andrew Dabb's association with it, which, according to IMDb, I'm still kind of confused. Everyone else here has tons of story writing credits, especially Garrett Beretta, who actually has worked on a couple of shows. One of them being one called Ingobernable. I am terrible at pronunciation, but apparently it's got a good rating. There's an assistant here, Lindsay Varela, who has been an assistant for a lot of people. She wrote for The Purge, so I guess there's that too. But there's a lot of other writers here. Andrew Dabb's association with it is still kind of up in the air. But anyways, I thought I would make some fun with this and I'd do a reaction to it. But without further ado, let's actually just watch this. And I might pause it a couple of times. We'll see what happens. I have not seen this yet, so I am optimistic, but looking at the likes to dislikes, holy shit, 3,000 likes and the 190,000 dislikes. Okay. It can't all be Andrew Dabb hate. It actually has to be genuine Resident Evil hate. So here we go.
Billy, Jade, welcome home.
I'd like to build the world
Oh.
a home.
And Netflix cannot handle another loss right now.
Grow apple trees and
Oh.
honeybees and Snow White.
Okay. First off, I will say, out of all of the casting, this is Wesker here, if I'm correct. I like Lance Reddick. I could listen to this guy talk all day. The fact that he was supposed to have a much bigger part in King Kong versus Godzilla, but he, for some reason, got totally sideswiped, really kind of baffles me. If there's anyone who I'm going to be holding on to in terms of a performance or just a character of any sort that I will care for, it's going to be him just because of him and because of The Wire. Oh, what was that? I can already say that the production design is actually quite good. I'm actually quite impressed with how decent the sets look. Oh, there's a jump to the future? Okay, that's interesting. Hey, this looks like one of the leftover sets from the Paul W.S. Anderson movies. Well, it looks like it's got more money and going into some strange territory. Oh, what was that? A teddy bear? What was a teddy bear doing there? Oh, Reddick just slapped the shit out of that guy. Okay. So, I'll be honest, I kind of don't get where the hate's coming from. Are you serious, for Pete's sakes? People are already put in the J.R. Tolkien. Evil cannot create anything new. They can only corrupt and ruin what good forces have invented or made. Come on, guys. Now you're being a little bit ridiculous. I can't really say that I can give this any kind of judgment. I'll admit, yeah, it doesn't look like it has Chris, Claire, Jill, any of those. If you were trying to say that any of the Paul W.S. Anderson movies were faithful adaptations, they weren't. That most recent one, The Welcome to Raccoon City, as much as everyone hates it, it was trying to be as faithful as it could. It just had way too much in it. It needed to have several different runs through the grinder to mete out everything that it didn't need, and it also needed better casting. So I can't really tell you guys any kind of negative about it. It definitely doesn't look like the Resident Evil that we know. It just seems to have a lot of zombies and Umbrella and the dogs, and that kind of seems to be where the similarities lie. Is it very blatantly taking another product or another IP and then just slapping it into something that completely does not resemble that of the actual material? The Halo show is a very good example. Yeah, I could agree with that. Can't really give a full feeling of it yet. Not yet, anyways. I'll still probably watch at least one episode. I'm also speaking from experience. If any of you watched that Sci-Fi Day of the Dead show, I worked on it. So I've worked on bad zombie shows. So this doesn't look as bad as the show I worked on. I don't know if you were expecting a full teardown. Sorry if you weren't, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed this a little bit, and hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you guys in the next video.